It's that time again, time for unboxing first impressions. I got 5 fragrances here to go over with you, including the 2 brand new, one from Dolce&Gabbana, this was The One Gold, and one brand new from Michael Kors called Extreme Journey that no one's talking about. Let's see what these fragrances are all about. Welcome back to another video. I'm Max Forti. Today, first impressions. You know, if you love to smell great, you love to make a great first impression, this is a great place to be. If you guys enjoy what I do here, show your support. Let's get cracking here. 5 fragrances. One thing I want to bring to your attention is the partner of this channel, FragranceBy.ca, which I love, to finding new fragrance releases just like the ones you see here, but also finding hard to find discontinued fragrances under their Rare Gems tab. Case in point right here, we have a Paul Zileri, which is an older fragrance, and of course 2011 fragrance Bang Bang from Marc Jacobs, which is a great peppery type of a fragrance, which I've never tried. I know the original Bang from 2010, so I'm very curious to try this one and give you guys my feedback. But the point here is you can find discontinued and hard to find fragrances at FragranceBy.ca under the tab Rare Gems, and of course new arrivals for brand new fragrances, great selection, fast shipping, you know it. Let's get cracking. Let's start with Paul Zileri. Paul Zileri is actually a fragrance house that is very underrated. It's a fashion company from Italy. I actually did a good, bad, ugly, underrated on the whole collection of Privé brand they had. I'll pop it up here if you guys missed that video. That line has been discontinued, but you can still find it out there, and I highly suggest you do if you like really refined Italian, perfumery. But this one here, I have no idea what it's like. Never tried. I think it's a 2013 fragrance. It's just named Paul Zileri, self-titled. Know nothing about this fragrance. Going in, completely fresh here. But from what I remember, the house is actually pretty good quality, so I'm very curious to trying this one. The bottle itself is going to be cylindric. The green is this like greenish ambery kind of a color, plastic cap, nothing to it. Let's get a little ScentXplore, test strip here, a little plug here, if you will. Shameless plug. If you guys don't know anything about ScentXplore, guys, find out, because if you love fragrances like myself, especially niche perfumery, this is something you want to be a part of. So the details below, check it out. Okay, this smells really good, guys. So this is going to be a fresh, woody, aromatic slash lavender type of a fragrance. So this is going to have a little bit of an old school vibe to it, your barbershop style fragrances, but it also has a little bit of Dolce&Gabbana The One, the original vibe. So it's like you take Dolce&Gabbana The One and you add some green, woody, lavender, barbershop feel components to this fragrance. That's what you're gonna get here. Not bad. I would rate this 7 out of 10. I don't know anything about longevity or the performance, but on the scent alone here is actually pretty good. Let's get to the next one here, which is going to be Bang Bang from Marc Jacobs. This is going to be a flanker of the original 2010 release, which was a great. And I'm gonna tell you guys, the original Marc Jacobs Bang, to me, was the best peppery fragrance I've ever tried. The only problem with that fragrance was performance. For those of you that have been, wearing fragrances for a longest time, you know that pepper is a great, aromatic and spicy kind of a, scent profile. These bottles are actually pretty good. It's like somebody took a punch here and, dented the bottle. I like the actual shape of these bottles, very unique. Again, this line has been discontinued from Marc Jacobs. So if you can find these, go ahead and pull the trigger. They are nice and they're, starting to climb up in price. So again, from what I remember, the original sprays are pretty good. It was a very nice, aromatic, green, peppery type of a fragrance. This is actually very nice, guys. It's going to have a little bit of a blue feel to it, semi-aquatic, ozonic, but it's actually a woody, spicy with that aquatic, marine vibe underneath it. But it's not so much a blue scent, it's more of a woody, aromatic scent. It's actually very nice. I'm giving this one right off the bat here 8 out of 10. A little better than Paul Zileri because I'm really digging that, ozonic slash peppery vibe that I'm getting here. Supposedly, the performance is not going to be great because the original wasn't great either, so I have to wear it to let you guys know more about this one. But again, just to highlight the fact that FragranceBy.ca gives you the opportunity to find rare gems, it's just great. Not many places do that. Next up, we're going to talk about Dior Homme Parfum 2020 release. This is going to be the restructure, revamping of the Dior Homme line, as we saw with Dior Homme Intense, which again, I tried both and reviewed for you guys. I'll pop them here so you guys can check out those reviews. They have completely neutered those fragrances, making them a lot more faint and ethereal. They don't last as long. They're a little lighter, not as dark as we would love them to be. So this one here, I have no idea. I was really hoping to get a hold of this, and again, FragranceBy.ca had this in stock, but quickly sold out. They will get it back in stock. So just to let you guys know, if you go to FragranceBuy.ca and you don't see something in stock right away, don't worry about it. There's a little thing underneath that you can put your email and set up a reminder. As soon as it gets back in stock, they'll email you guys right away and you can purchase that fragrance, which they replenish the stock constantly every month. So this is the Dior Parfum 2020 release. In comparison with the 2014 release, you can see the differences here at the front of the bottle. The batch code is going to be etched in the side corner here of these bottles, which will match the box themselves. But you know, the changes are here in the front. You can see clearly. I'm going to spray the 2014 here just so I can remind myself of how good this fragrance was, which by the way, I do have a backup because again, FragranceBuy.ca had the original in stock for a while, not anymore. And this one happens to be one of my wife's favorite. This is going to be this gorgeous, you know, Dior Homme Intense vibe that we love with the cocoa patchouli, adding spices, oud, and dark leather to the fragrance. Just breathtaking. Now, long-lasting, powerful, just a beast of a fragrance. Now, the new 2020, I'm assuming it's gonna be a little lighter because that's what they did with the whole collection, so I'm thinking that's what we're gonna get here. Dior is just the best sprayers in the game. I'm happy to report that it's actually not very neutered, but what I anticipated is exactly what I said to you guys in my previous videos of Dior Homme Intense. I think what they did is they went down a level. So the new Dior Homme is completely different now. It's just a woody aromatic. It has nothing of that beautiful iris. And now Dior Homme Intense is what Dior Homme used to be. And the new Dior Homme Parfum is what Dior Homme Intense used to be. So they went down a level. So that's what I'm getting here. This to me smells very similar to Dior Homme Intense up until like 2012. With a little bit of a dark, you know, leathery facet, but I'm not getting the oud at all here. I'm thinking it was completely extracted, not as good as the 2014 release. Simple as that. But a good scent nevertheless. If you can pick it up, do pick it up. So let's talk about the two new 2021 releases that I'm very excited to share with you, which is Michael Kors Extreme Journey, which up to the point of last year, I had everything in this collection. I did a good, bad, ugly, and underrated for you guys. I'll pop it up here. Go check out the video where I talk about everything Michael Kors. And of course, the brand new The One Gold, which from what I hear, the buzz, it's not great. So let me do the Michael Kors first. Give you guys my first take on this one, and then we'll talk about the Dolce&Gabbana The One Gold. From what I hear, it smells good, but it's not long lasting. But again, we'll talk about it in a second. I love the Michael Kors line. I think it's just very classy. Love the bottles, very masculine, you know, square look. I mean, the caps could be a little better. It's just plastic. The bottle's actually this beautiful ambery gold type of a color. Let's see what we get out of this one, guys. Okay, from the bottle itself, I thought it was gonna be a spicy ambery type of a fragrance, and it's not. It's mostly an aromatic, vetiver type of a fragrance, kind of like in the lines of Dunhill Homme, you know, Dunhill for Men. Let me look at the notes on this one. Not great, but good. It's clean. I think it's nice for daily wear, casual, and office type of a fragrance. It's very safe, if you will. Let's look at the note breakdown here. Not really digging it because I think it's a little too generic. The notes are pink pepper, cedar, patchouli, and leather. So not getting much of the leather here at all. The patchouli here is going to be green, not really a wet, you know, ambery patchouli. And the cedar is again dry. The pepper adds a little bit of a spiciness to it, just like the spices that you get with Dunhill for Men, the original from Dunhill. It's nice, it's clean, it's safe. Rating here, 7 out of 10. I mean, it smells good, but it's not great. Now, Dolce&Gabbana The One Gold. I mean, I had high hopes for this one, guys. Extreme Journey, very, you know, disappointed here. I thought it was going to be much better. I think the Michael Kors for Men, the original is a lot better. It's dried fruits and tobacco with patchouli, so it's a lot nicer. I think if you like darker scents from this line, go with the original. You're not going to disappoint. So Dolce&Gabbana Gold, you know, just a simple The One. Package in here, the bottle, you know, you've seen one, you've seen them all. They all have the same kind of structure. The cap, which is elongated, rectangular. Sprayers are good in this one. So let's see what we get out of this one, guys. The smell's actually really good. Really, really good. Opens up, really orangey and spicy with some darker components kind of riding underneath, like patchouli, amber. So in the same vein as Arrows, I think, from Versace, but this is a little bit more refined, a little bit more well-rounded. Don't get much similarities here with the original The One, so you know, it's like going into a different direction. A lot of people try to compare this with the other one, Dolce&Gabbana The One Intense, that came out last year with the black bottle, which had the gold appointments. This is gold with dark appointments. But I don't see many similarities at all, because that fragrance had a lot more iris and floral components. It was more resinous. This one here is a little sharper, but it gets creamy, I think, as it starts to dry down. But I think the orange here, the mandarin orange up top, is really the star player. I get some lavender in here. Let's look at the notes on this one, guys. It's not bad. The scent itself is actually nice. I don't know if performance is gonna be great. So we have blood orange, there you go. Red ginger and Italian bergamot, so that spicy orange that I'm talking about. Very predominant here. Kind of like the blood orange that you get at 1 million, but doesn't smell like 1 million. It goes into a different direction, guys. It's not that bubblegummy feel that you get. There's no brox in here. There's amberwood, clary sage, geranium, cardamom, so definitely spicy, vetiver, and patchouli. I like the smell. I'm really digging the smell. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. Really enjoying here. Don't know what's gonna happen on skin, but it's not on my list of top favorite Dolce&Gabbana The Ones. I think Gentleman's still my #1, and then the original Parfum version of the original The One is just the best. You can't go wrong with that one. This one here, 8 out of 10 on the smell alone. Not bad. That's it for me. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Dior Homme collection. Are you guys upset like myself that they went down a notch here, or a few notches, if you will, with their fragrances? What do you think about vintage or hard to find discontinued fragrance? You like the fact that you can actually find these fragrances? Let me know in your comments below. And of course, it's brand new releases here from 2021. What are your thoughts on these if you have tried them? What are your thoughts on 2021 releases so far, guys? Are they just giving us more of the same? If you guys are upset, let me know in the comments. Let's start a conversation. As always, guys, thanks for your support. Thanks for hanging out with me. As always, remember, fragrance is an extension of who you are, so choose your fragrances wisely. I'm gonna try this on skin now, guys. So wear them well. See you back here again with another video very soon.